Good morning, Eric and the RS Hughes team. This is Jeff with Griffin Heat Shield Company. Eric, I decided to make a video this morning to answer the question that you emailed me last night about how you could tell the difference in our new improved double-stitched heavy-duty super hand cooler and the old one, the original one that we made that has the single stitch in it. I answered that in the email last night, but I thought it might be better so you could see it. I could explain it to you, and then hopefully it'll make more sense to you. So just want to remind you that after we made this original super hand cooler, we sent it to you. They used it for several months, and then eventually they started complaining about the seam coming undone or it blowing out the sides of this super hand cooler. And so what we determined in order to try to fix that was two things. We determined that we could go in and make a double stitch on the seam and try to make it hold longer because of the heat. Or we could change the outside material. If we change the outside material to a higher temperature rated material, it's going to significantly increase the cost. So we thought this was the most cost-effective way to try first in order to please your customer. So in this hand, I have a single stitched original heavy duty super hand cooler, and I'm going to mark on it with an S, indicating that it is the single stitched. And on this hand, I have the double stitch super hand cooler that we revised after your guys complained about blowing out the sides, and I've marked it with a D, with a double stitch. So the only way that you can tell the difference is to actually open these up and look at the inside stitching. They are identical on the exterior, the outside, they're identical. As a matter of fact, the ones that we sent you for a sample after we changed the stitching to a double stitch look exactly like the old one. There is no change on the outside. The change we made was to the inside. But the sample that we sent you, your guys tested and used it and said that they liked it. And in fact, it lasted 3 times as long as the original single stitch. So let me show you. The only way to determine how the difference is to open these up and look at them. So I'm going to open this single stitch one up and show you the seam. So if I open this one up, take out the silica mat, this one has a single stitch of Kevlar, yellow Kevlar thread. You can see there's a single line of thread that holds that seam together on both sides. So the change we made was to make a double stitch of Kevlar thread. That way, when the heat became intense, it would hold up longer before it turned loose. So I'm going to show you the difference with the D, the double stitched. So I opened up the double stitch, and you can see that there are 2 lines of thread, 2 yellow lines of thread that indicate that that seam has been double stitched on both sides. Now, we felt like that was the best cost-effective method to make the change that would help your customer, protect them from the heat. So again, this is the single stitch, this is the double stitch. And the only way you can tell there's any difference is to actually cut one open and look at the seam that holds this leather in place. We turn them inside out because we don't want the stitching to be on the outside exposed to the heat. Again, the double stitched has 2 lines of yellow Kevlar thread that holds it together. So hopefully this helps to solve the problem on how to determine that. But that's truthfully the only way that we can determine that is if you open them up and look at the inside. The single stitched and the double stitched. And there is a difference. And when you guys tested them, you said the double stitch lasted 3 times longer. So hopefully that will answer the question. And if you have any additional questions, please email me, call me. We're here to serve you and to serve your customers. That's what we do. We provide heat protection for your welders and your customers, and that's what we aim to do, is to keep your business. So let me know if you have any questions or concerns. Thank you and have a great day.